Thank me later, yeah, I know what I said. But later doesn't always come, so instead.
What's up, good people? We are live. We are back in the building. Well, technically not in the building. We are on this Zoom call just because we missed everybody, man. What's up, man? This is the Thank Me Later podcast. This is your boy Nutty.
And this is Slow Jam Philly. We missed y'all.
Listen, man, we apologize for being away for
Danny had to take
weeks.
a trip, y'all. Danny had to take a trip.
I had to take a trip. Phil had to take a trip. We both been taking trips and kind of getting things right. But listen, we ain't just been out here doing a bunch of nothing. Like, we've been out here grinding. We've been out here working. We've been out here putting the pieces together for the next step in our evolution of our business, man. Like, listen, we got, like, look at these. We got these nice Ellie stickers that are coming. Listen, these are called hem tags. Hem tags are for merch that we got dropping real soon. Just a whole bunch, man. I'm telling you, like, our leveling up is about to be serious. So we just want to let y'all know that it's about to be serious. Like, I'm technically here in our podcast studio right now, but when I say the next move we make for the podcast is gonna be crazy. So just know that. But listen, we are back. We're happy to be back. I don't even know what episode this is. It don't even matter. But just know we're here.
20.
I think it might be 23, 4, maybe. No, we might actually. I think we are getting close to 25.
Well, y'all gonna know when we post it because we're gonna put
it's gonna be there anyway. So yeah. So listen. Do you have a hot take, Phil? We've been gone for like a couple of weeks now.
Shoot, I don't. Off the top of the dome.
Off the top of the dome. You know, listen, hey, here's a hot take. Hope y'all out there spending those stimmies properly. Biden came through with the stimmies and got everybody right, man. Listen, hope y'all out there spending the stimmies properly and not just, you know what I'm saying, being on some buffoonery and, you know, trying to flash the 1400 down your arm like you out here doing it, man.
Words of wisdom. Love on your people. That's my hot take.
Love on your people. I like that. But listen, there's been a lot that's been happening, and we're kind of back this week because we didn't want to miss this opportunity to talk about something that's been going on that I've been harping on for years. This cat finally got his just due. And we're talking about the one and only Derrick Jaxn. Self-proclaimed relationship guru who got his claim to fame, phony fame, by basically
dogging men,
on men.
I mean, I guess it was smart in a way because he catered to the women audience.
He catered to a very specific female audience, an audience of women who, you know, who just generally hate men or have been dogged by men. He fed into that and made a successful business out of it. But for people like me who are realists and could see through that bullshit, listen, every dog has his day. And come to find out that this bum, this whole time, while spitting all this chatter on guys, was out there in them streets doing his own dirt, and it caught up to him.
Women in his home. In his home too. In their house.
In his home. Those stupid little videos he be recording. Reportedly, he was recording those from outside of one of his side chicks' houses.
Wow, I didn't even know that, didn't he?
Yes. That's
wild.
There's a blogger who the chick who broke the story, talking to the side chick, was like, yeah, so you know, in the videos and you see the little white arches in there, that's the front of my building he's recording those videos at.
Wow.
While in his car.
Wild. That's wild.
Crazy. Like, imagine how crazy your world turns if one day you're this, you know, expert giving the word that's helping people get through some of the stuff they getting through. And the next day it comes out that you're exactly that same dog that you're talking about.
Yeah. And then the video that and see, everybody makes mistakes. Hey, you made a mistake. All right, brother, cool. But the video was kind of like a market. Did you see the video of him and his wife?
Yeah,
Did
I
you see
watched
that?
that nonsense.
She looked like she didn't want to like. I mean, honestly, she looked brainwashed. Again, I'm not speaking on nobody's relationship. If that's what works for them, hey, take him back. Hey, everybody deserves a second chance, I guess. But the way that he did it was what killed me. He was basically saying I was wrong and all this stuff, but hey, I'm gonna keep moving forward. You know, we're gonna keep doing this. And speaking of himself in third person and basically promoting. I mean, I guess, see, I'm conflicted because I guess in a way you got to do that to, I mean, keep your. He was like, yeah, and I talked about it in my book, like basically promoting his book and what he's doing next, but basically saying that he's wrong and I take full responsibility. Like he would say something and then circle, kind of defend it, and then be like, you know, as men, blah blah, and then talk about something and then circle back around as I take full responsibility, but then try to defend it or, you know, not really own in or just speak real. Like he was speaking real, but he wasn't just like, hey, I messed up. I did this because I did this. I don't even know if he ever said because I felt this or this. If you're going to address it and put everybody in your relationship, be real and transparent and open with everybody. That's why nobody believed it and everybody thought it was fake.
Exactly.
And like my ninja was gripping her hand tight as can be. And like
Bro,
it just made me uncomfortable watching it. I remember when my
his
sister said it to me, I'm like, what is
like,
this?
what is this? My ninjas, his wife looked like a POW. Like she was a POW and her captor was making sure she ain't going, like, you gonna sit right here with me. This is till death do us part type of stuff. Like that's what and what kills me, like, and this is like we've on this podcast we've talked about like the levels and the religion and stuff like that and how some people have more.
Right.
My ninja used God in it.
Right.
My ninja talking about his relationship with God was a reason for some of his shenanigans. His relationship was with God wasn't strong enough. So now he's back right with God. So it's all good. Like, bro, nobody's perfect. I'm as far from perfect as it can be. I got faults. I got shit I still got to work on myself. But if I make a mistake and I know I made my mistake and
it's out there for the whole world to see,
and I'm dead wrong about it, you go, hey, up.
Right.
Sorry.
Right.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
Throw the tomatoes, throw the fruit at me, throw that, get it all out.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna just take it.
I'm gonna take it.
I'm gonna take it.
You got no choice.
I messed up. Right.
I messed up. Come at me.
Right.
But this guy, like, he just seems like he's the most manipulative type of dude I've ever come across, where like he'll admit his faults subtly,
right,
but he'll make it seem like there's a reason for it.
Right.
Nobody wants to hear that.
Right.
But the reason he's doing it is obviously because he's selling something. He has to be like that.
I mean, I guess shoot. I mean, the money goes on. I got to keep making money, I guess, to provide for the family. So hey, Derrick Jaxn, what I would tell you, brother, is you probably want to choose a different avenue and maybe lay low for a minute and try to plot on your next plan or business venture.
Or you try to reinvent yourself.
Right, something. That's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm saying. Build off of this because you still got an audience, you still got a million followers. Half the women are gonna hate you. Some people are gonna rock with you. Just be like, okay, you made a mistake. If you own up to it, hey, now it's time to build off of this while you still can. And maybe go in a different direction. Create yourself in a different light. Maybe start going and telling your truth.
Yeah.
By that I mean literally being open and honest.
None of this bullshit about my relationship with God.
There's no need to lie. Like
No.
If you cheated, and you can speak to men about that and women, whatever. If you cheated for whatever reason, I was in the eye, I was getting women, the temptation was there, I couldn't say no. So, hey, I messed with about 5 women in my house, whatever. It was disrespectful to my wife. I shouldn't have did it, but temptation caught me. I wasn't even thinking about my wife. I was thinking as a man, whatever. And just stuff like that. I feel like men will be able to feel you more because men have done it. Like,
You would be so much more respected
right?
if you sat there and said, I fucked up. I'm gonna give you the honest reasons why.
Right.
Or even as I've said on this podcast, sometimes there ain't no reason.
Right.
It was
Right.
there. I
Right,
did it. And that's literally it.
Right.
From that point, brother, you could have the biggest comeback of 2021 if he simply came out and just said, I'm at fault for it. Why I'm at fault for it. I want to be better. Let's be better and show that you better.
Right.
And go that route.
Go that route. Yeah.
Your days of shitting on men for money is over because you're that guy.
Yeah.
But if you want to, you can. This is a comeback story waiting to happen.
That's what I'm saying. Cause I'm like, shoot, who knows? A year from now, everybody might love him again. Who knows?
Who knows? But it's up on him. Because I've never followed him.
Yeah, I've never followed him.
I would see
videos that
people will post it. I would see retweets and see stuff that he would say, and I'd be like, he's out his mind. Like, this dude is literally just clout chasing for like. But that's the thing. Like, maybe he was doing this to get women.
Right.
Like you see what his wife was like. You see what his wife was about. I'm not surprised you out there cheating. That didn't surprise me at all. She looked like a zombie. Shit. The video she posted, and then the separate one he posted after that, where he was himself.
Yeah. Talking about
breaking down his own stuff.
Yeah, like what? Who told you? And who's the people in your corner? Like, who told you this was okay?
Who told you this was a good idea?
Like, hey, yeah, bro. Like, yeah, you should do that. Like, yeah, you dissect and analyze your video that you made. Like,
and talk in third person about it.
How are we gonna even think that this is real? Like, that you really? No, he's my guy.
Crazy. And his wife talking about, they were ragging on her bonnet. She called it a helmet of salvation or some bullshit like that. I was like, y'all are meant for each other. God bless you.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, hey, if I was a betting man, it's hard because he's such a scumbag. But if I was a betting man, I might put some money down on him having a comeback and turnaround towards the end of the year. That's just me. It's you have to at some point look in the mirror and be like, bro, you screwed up bad.
Yeah. And
only way you can fix it is go to the straight and narrow.
And he gonna have to listen to somebody.
Yeah, you need some better friends,
right? For sure.
Because because there's no way you just thought of making that third person video by yourself and then go and do it. You talk to somebody, and whoever told you that was a good idea, they not your friend because that just made you look even dumber.
Yeah, because
that boy was fooling. Like Derrick Jaxn, I ain't never rock with you. I've always thought your content was trash. I'm glad you got your comeuppance, so now you can maybe do some good in the world.
He's being honest right now. You see that? Open and honest and transparent.
So let's figure it out. You grown man. Figure it out, brother. But just your days of shit no men are over. We ain't with it no more.
Facts.
I'm glad we came out hot with that one because I've been holding that in,
man,
for a week.
It was one of those things where I was just like, "What?" But hey, I'm not even gonna give him my energy.
Yeah,
I'm for sure. When I seen it, I watched and I laughed and
you moved on.
Right.
You kept it pushing like that. I bet.
Yeah, I'm not giving you my energy, but shoot. So, can you fake love in a relationship. So that was brought to my attention by the homies. You know, we always talking about stuff, and I seen it online. And if you can, how do you do it and have a successful relationship, or is it just a ticking time bomb waiting to happen? I just think that whatever, of course, I think that, I mean, I think a lot of people do fake love in a relationship, or they grow or learn to love in a relationship due to their motives or the benefit of them. So, for instance, if I'm with a millionaire, he's not attractive. A woman's with a millionaire, he's not attractive, but he has a lot of money. He treats me good. I am getting in the relationship with that person for the money, of course, not because he's attracted to me. So I am not necessarily, I guess you could say, faking love, but I am going to learn to love him because of his money. So is the love ever real? Probably not. Can I maybe grow to love him down the road? Maybe if you're with a person for long enough, or you love the feeling that he gives you, or what he gives you with money in the bags and everything like that. But in terms of real love, I don't know if there was ever real love, but can you be able to love and care about that person enough to be with them for the rest of your life? Maybe, as long as you're getting things. I think that, so I think money can do wonders when you talk about fake love or love. Um, what you rolling? What you talking about? What?
No. I was just yawning.
Uh,
But in my head, I'm thinking only way you can fake love in a relationship is if your name is Denzel Washington or Halle Berry. You got to have an Oscar
for
to be able
acting.
to be in a relationship and fake it at any kind of level. To if you're trying to fool anybody, there's no way anybody can tell me, even in your scenario where it's like a chick is with a millionaire and he's not that attractive and she's with him specifically for the money. He knows it.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
And
he
so it's
knows you
like,
don't love me,
yeah, but it's like
but I'm all right with it.
I'm accepting it. Like, but then you grow, like, because I mean, for instance, I mean, some people don't watch this, but Vanderpump Rules. There's this girl Lala. She's with the guy Randall. He's much older, like older, because like she's an attractive younger girl in her
Mhm.
20s. He's maybe what 50s, maybe 60s, who knows? But they have a baby now on the way. So when it started, all her friends was ragging on him because he used to buy her private jets and everything like that, and all of this stuff. So for instance, like they're, I think, engaged now. They have a baby on the way. Lala is basically good for life.
Yeah.
She probably grew. They tell each other they love each other. I don't know even if she grew to love him, or if I love everything that you give me. But I mean, she has a baby with him now, so like it's an investment type thing.
Yeah.
So it's like that's what I mean. Like, yeah, I can, but it's not necessarily fake. Like, yeah, I might like you. Am I madly in love with you? Maybe not. But I love you enough, or I can be with you enough to have a baby by you, get married to you. I'm good for life. I can do whatever I want to. And yeah.
And see, that's where I think like I feel like people can care enough
Great. Yes.
about
Yeah.
someone. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Where in that situation, he probably treats her like a queen,
Right.
respects her,
Right.
makes her feel good. Like those situations, I feel like can coexist and progress enough to where they know what it is.
Right.
See, what I think is from where it's like situations where one person may think it's something and then the other person is just, I'm not there at all.
Right.
Those are the ones where I feel like
You can't
you
fake that.
no.
Yeah.
If there's one person that is all in and loves this person and confesses it, and the other person doesn't feel it, but will voice it for the sake of the relationship,
Right. It's gonna show.
oh,
over
it's gonna
time.
show over time.
I believe that.
Big
I believe
time.
that as well. But then people, I feel like even in those situations, people might stay or they might.
There's a reason that's keeping them there.
Right. And I was about to say that the relationship might prolong or, it might stretch out they might be together 10 years and be like, well, the love really never felt real, but I stuck with him because
Yeah.
I was comfortable,
Yeah.
like I never thought that I could get anything better. I was insecure, whatever the case may
I've
be.
been dogged before.
Right. And I thought this is what love looked like, but it's not really love, but I thought this is what it looked like, even though that person wasn't showing me no signs of love, or they were just acting love for the benefit. Like men do it too.
Yeah, for sure.
I know some of my boys who was with a girl, told her he loved her, moved into the house with her, got her apartment. She cooked everything. So I believe that you can do it for benefit. You can do anything for benefit.
Yeah.
Like the benefit of the personal growth, like you getting ahead. She's giving me $500 a week or whatever. I'm good. And I don't really, I love her, but I don't really, it sounds terrible.
It is terrible.
But I love her, but it's like, I think for personal gain, you can do it. Is it right? No.
I think I could. Yes.
Yes.
I think there's one situation that I've been in my life where I can't say that I faked it because I did care about this girl, but I knew it wasn't
love.
Yeah, it wasn't forever. You know what I mean?
See,
like
there you go. Yeah.
But
I've had instances like this too.
But I wasn't like it wasn't like I wasn't just going through the motions. Like I was like, I'm in a relationship. Like I'm with you. Like I'm literally going about it every day, like as a relationship. But as soon as it ended, you know what I mean? Like it's gone, and I'm not tripping about it. And I'm thinking about it like, like you think back, like, did I really love her? Man, probably not.
Probably not, yeah.
But I wasn't faking it. So that's one thing about, like, I'm so transparent. Boy, if I was trying to fake it, you would know and would be not want nothing to do with me because you see it.
Yeah, you'd see it. Yeah, me too. You for sure would see it because how I wear my emotions on my sleeve.
Yeah, that's the same. Like I'm as scummy as I am and have been in my life. My emotions are still show.
Yeah,
whether it's good or bad. So like, if I try to fake happiness, but you know how shitty that would look. Like if I try to fake happiness with somebody that I don't love. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but I've heard
chick might put a hit out on me.
I've heard people say it because, like, his mom and his family like loves me to death, and they're so sweet, and I love them. So then they get attached to other things in the relationships that they love.
Yeah,
which isn't the person.
Yeah, like buns or money or something.
Right, something that's ain't got nothing to do with love.
Nothing at all.
And partially, maybe it's not even faking love. Maybe people are trying to navigate and figure out what love means, and I guess this is the way to go about it.
That's a good point, because what I can say is that particular situation, I went into it.
You might be trying to get that feeling.
I liked her, and I was like, let me see how far my emotions can go.
Right.
And it never got.
And it never
got there. Like, and that's what I knew. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
That's as far as this is gonna go.
That's tough. I thank God.
But see, I'll never go that route again. Like for me, with now, it's like if you don't give me like forever vibes off rip,
I
don't even waste my time no more.
There's no point.
No.
There's no point.
No.
Yeah.
No, not even a little bit.
I hear you, cuzzo. I hear you.
I'm no actor.
I'm
I'm
no actor.
I'm no Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
You won't catch me winning no Oscars for Faking Love.
Yeah. All right. What did I say that we was about to talk about, y'all? There was one more thing that we wanted to touch on.
Yeah, I thought you had it listed. It was uh
What is it? Talk to me.
gosh dang it. I'm trying to remember what you said.
Best friends of the
Oh
opposite sex.
yeah.
Best friends of the opposite sex. I like this one because I feel like people have different ideas depending on who you talk to, different views.
Yeah.
Can you have a best friend of the opposite sex? I would say yes. I
Yeah.
mean, I've had best friends of the opposite sex that I've never messed with, that I've never done anything with, even if they were attractive or whatever to other people. Never. Like now, of course, my wife is my best friend, so and she's the opposite sex, so that's the only best friend I would have now.
Yeah.
Before, yeah, I've had plenty of girls that were my
That you called your best friend.
that I've called my best friend. So the thing that gets tricky is in my scumbag days, like, yeah, have I called a girl a bestie or something and just to get close
Just to
to
get
her?
there.
Yeah, like, yeah, I have. But like when you're like my best, like, and I think people mistake that, and I think people in relationship who feel insecure, men or women, about the other person's best friend or opposite sex, they haven't made it clear that they are best friends. If they have, then that person's just insecure. But I think you kind of know, like with my best friend, because who everybody met,
Yeah.
right? You knew her, all friend, BFF. You knew her, all the homies knew her.
Yeah.
Never ever touched each other. We've slept in the same bed together.
Yeah.
Everything. Never
Yeah.
ever. Wouldn't even think about it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't even think about it. Put her on the homies, everything like that.
Yeah.
Like that's literally my best. We used to talk about everything. I was never ever gonna be with her, anything like that. So I truly think it can work if you establish the guidelines, if you establish if you and that person understand each other. But I mean, sometimes it's tricky because I feel like people do catch feelings. Have best friends ever gotten together before? Yes.
Yeah.
But if let's say you're in a relationship, if that's your best friend, you're not crossing any boundaries. That best friend knows your partner. They know them well enough to be like, me and her are friends on IG, whatever. Oh, that's his best friend or that's her best friend. Oh, okay. We're cool enough to be like, what's up? Like, it's cool. And as long as they're not spending time together every day, taking it away from you,
Yeah.
talking late night all the time, or it's secretive or something like that, I feel like there are guidelines and there are things set in place that can make a opposite sex relationship work.
Yeah. I've only had two women that I've ever called my best friend. Like Courtney was one, but she was my best. She was my friend first. Like our first 2 years of high school,
Yeah.
we were inseparable as friends.
Right.
It was only until when a brother started seeing women differently and then noticing that, like, oh, my best friend is kind of nice.
Right. See, that's the thing right there.
But it hadn't before that. It was never
right.
Like I may have thought like, oh my, like she's pretty, or
Right.
dang, I wonder like would it mess things up if we dated? But
Right.
it wasn't until 2 years later, our junior year, where we decided to start dating.
Right.
So that was, but even fast forward to now, we don't talk as often, but I feel like if we did, our friendship would still survive beyond what the relationship was.
Well, yeah, that's because you guys are so far removed.
Yeah.
And you guys established that friendship, I think a relationship first where it could still like be friends. But like let's say if you had a significant other or something like that, and because I feel like it's easy if you're single.
Yeah.
Because even if you mess with that, like with that best friend, it doesn't. I mean, all right, cool. We messed around. We're good friends.
Yeah.
We might try it out. Even then, I feel like it still could work with best friends just not messing around.
Yeah.
But it gets more complicated when a person has a significant other. that's where it gets tricky. And you being respecting those boundaries, just a respect for your significant other, and also like knowing where
Yeah.
to draw the line. And I think
I mean, that's how the relationship that me and Kim used to have when like, we were airtight,
right.
never done nothing, never hooked up, like lived under the same roof and all of that stuff. It was never on that. Like I put her on homie, she put me on like that's what you know what I'm saying. Our relationship changed now just because of we just have grown apart. But when we were tight, that was my that was my guy. That was my guy. You know what I mean?
So what would happen if you were getting in a relationship and Kim was your best friend?
Yeah.
And your girlfriend had a problem with it.
I don't think she would if she knew. They would see. That's the thing. A significant other would have to have met, know the history, see how y'all interact in order to gauge it.
And what if she was like, I think that I don't feel comfortable with the way you guys are, or what?
Well, then kick fucking rocks. I mean, that's listen, man. Listen,
but that's why I'm asking you these questions, because this is what people think.
Yeah, about. This is what they go through.
It's easy for us because I feel like if our partner understands us, we respect our partner. Of course, we're not crossing those disrespectful type of lines or whatever. Like, yeah, that's gonna be my friend. Like, I shouldn't have to boot my best friend just because I get a girlfriend.
Yeah,
and she's been there with me, rocking with me.
Yeah, fuck all that.
Yeah, as long as I am respecting you.
Yeah,
you know that person.
Yeah,
I'm not doing anything sneaky. I'm not spending time with her all the time and without you, and we're just doing secretive stuff or fishy stuff like that.
Yeah.
Then, now, if you feel some type of way and me and her are kicking it 1 a.m, I'm about to stay here tonight maybe, and then come. Even if I did that, I don't feel like that would be an issue. But like if I continue to do it over and over again, like where you just thought something was up. But other than that, I just feel like
you got to know, man. Like that's the thing. Like even because if me and Kim's relationship ain't what it once was, even to this day, I'm not gonna put no ain't. First of all, ain't nobody gonna tell me who the fuck I can't hang out with. Like that's just me. Especially if I know what the situation is.
Right.
I don't care what you assume you think you know.
Right. But if you're making it clear to that person.
Yes. Like if you're trying to dig or wanting to have this idea in your head of what my relationship is with somebody, hey, that's a personal problem you got to figure out. But no, you're not gonna if I want to say, yo, I'm getting on a flight this weekend. I'm going to spend the weekend with Kim and vibe and because to me it's nothing.
It's nothing.
You're not going to you're going to have to either accept it or dip.
Yeah.
Because
and that's the thing why I think it gets tricky and things happen because people don't accept it. And then it gets to a control thing. When you're in a relationship, it shouldn't be a control thing.
Hell no, never.
It's a partnership.
Anyway.
Yeah. So
that's the thing, and in a great one, a great partnership, sometimes your friends become their friends, so they get it. They get it. Like Lex will let you go. If Minnie wasn't there, she would not have a problem with you sleeping at Mock's house.
At Mock's house,
no problem whatsoever.
Last week I went to Sac to Hoop, spent the night at Bet's house. Lex said,
"No problem. I bet."
Okay,
because
I'll see you in the morning. Love you,
right? You know what I mean? That's the thing. When they know and they're not insecure and all of that, you can have great female friends, and your relationship still thriving because your partner knows. Your partner either knows what's up, or you've acclimated them into that circle.
Right. Yeah.
So those are the two things you have to have. Is either your partner has to be not insecure whatsoever, or you have to have been comfortable enough to acclimate your partner in that
that's what I was about
circle.
to say. Acclimate, yeah.
And
Because if they're insecure for no reason, and you make them feel secure and they're still insecure tripping, that's a personal problem that they have. That has nothing to do with you.
Nothing.
And at that point, all it is going to be a control thing where no one wants you to go here. I've been in that situation before with my ex where it was like, no, you can't go here. I had to kick it with my best friend. We'll go out to eat or something, and I would have to lie. And say, I'm kicking it with the boys. Or I would have to tell her like, shh, 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 shh. Like, who wants to be in that?
Nobody wants to do that,
man. Like, what? Like, shh, hey, she's calling. Like, hey, chill.
Hey, don't say nothing. Like, no.
Like, it should never. That's not a relationship. And people are so stuck sometimes that you don't see it. I should have got out sooner than I did, but I didn't because I was stuck in that relationship and I didn't even see what it was. It became this pattern that we just continue to do. This pattern. Argue about her. Argue about this. You be insecure. I basically feed your insecurities by allowing you to be insecurities and me not saying no. Like, no, I'm not. Like, that's it. Like, oh, you don't want me to do this? All right, cool. I'm not going to do it. Then it just makes me resent you more. Then it makes you do things sneaky behind your back, which is not a relationship because I don't want to hear you. I don't want to have to tell you. I don't want you tripping. And then it's just a whole downward spiral from there.
It's sickness. Like, it's crazy. Like, when you get older and you grow up and you want to be more honest about shit, like, you get to this, like, listen, my friends are my friends. You're going to either get with it or get lost.
Factuals. You
know what I mean? Like, that's because, like, hey, we have really close bonds with our female friends. Mm-hmm. That's not going to change. So the common denominator of that is going to be whether your person can accept it and be a part of it or not accept it and be miserable and get left in the fucking dust.
Right. And for people who think that it can't work, I would love to hear why it can't work. I would just love to
curious. I'd be curious to why. Like why if you've had like opposite sex, best friends, why has it failed? And tell us how it succeeded. I'm curious to know because our scenario, it succeeded because one, we're honest about it with who we're dating or involved with, and two, our friendships are genuine.
In fact,
like that's it. That's what it is. Like there's no hidden agendas behind it. Like it's just real life. Okay. Hey, we are back. We are back. I don't want to. We're trying so like guys, you guys understand. We're busy and building the fuck out of lifestyle everything. It's hard to explain it, but we are so close to Ellie being everything for us.
Ellie being everything, lifestyle
everything. Like we're close for it to literally it being everything to where when it's time to drop a podcast, it's going to be nothing to do it because we're going to be in our office studio space.
We're going to be able to go to the next room. We're
going to be able to record a podcast and go into the office and handle some business and then go into the like, we're literally like, we're inching there. So we're trying to keep our podcast content coming out. We're trying to, keep, everything fluid. There's more content we want to keep putting out on the LE channel as well. But again, we appreciate those who have been hitting us up. Yo, where's the podcast? We're missing an episode. Listen, we're gonna try to keep them coming. Like we had the plan at the start of the year to have them come in every Thursday, dropping a new one every Thursday. We're gonna try to stay as consistent and close to that as possible, regardless of what's going on in our lives. But just know, we are getting to that point, getting real close, where this thing is gonna be not only just seeing the podcast weekly, but y'all gonna be seeing some stuff that's great. So thank y'all for rocking with us, man.
Hey, we appreciate y'all. Love y'all, man.
We gonna keep this thing moving, man. Listen, this is the Thank Me Later podcast, man. We
out of here, y'all.
Thank me later, yeah, I know what I said. But later doesn't always come, so instead